Holmes. Holmes, will you stop that? You are utterly mad. Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. Gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Medi Men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone, then.
There's something different about this one compared to the other one. It specs Woodman's. Okay, so
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here. I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
what am I supposed to be doing?
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
I ain't make that big of a mess. Alright, yeah, this one a little more, at least it tells you a little bit more. Investigate the murder of Peter Carey, investigate crime scenes in Woodman Lee, select the suit to wear using your personal wardrobe, and John, okay. That's why I need to get dressed. Let's see how I want him to look. I actually like that. Can I select you? Oh, there's a lot. These are all ugly. Ugh. I do gray. And poor old lady's cleaning my mess. Alright. Is it like the first one we go run outside and stuff? Oh, no. We just go case to case. Hollow's having the time of his life right now. I just donated 20. You remember that these things are not live. He needs to start streaming one.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Nothing special over here.
Mr. Holmes?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
The garden and the fields are well kept. A capable gardener works here. I need a little. I don't want to talk to you just yet. Oh, it was you. I was supposed to. Damn it.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr.
Really
Holmes.
different.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it, and he would scream all the time when he was drunk.
I thought he was going to say that right. Oh my god, that Jeff was alive.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
When was the body?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door, and oh dear.
You glance in the door, and the first thing you say is, "Oh dear."
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here after his retirement.
So he was living lovely off his money. Got you.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, it is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Why isn't it letting me press it? Okay. I gotta analyze her face. eyes normally tell a story. Can't. It can be on bracelet. I see your hands. Catholic rosemary. Crested tit. That, Oh, babe, don't hit me on my head like that. The gardeners. Oh, this is different from birdhouse. Everything will become easier. We'll go with this one. Okay, you can real Catholic birdhouse guardian gloves. Create a character portrait complete. Okay.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Key details, bro. Just pay attention. She's a Catholic woman. Alright, I'm supposed to be doing what now? Okay, these are suspects. That was Judith. I love how it gives the narrative. Oh my god. I'm not reading all that, but you heard all of it. Investigate murder Perry. Inspect crime scene. Okay, so I gotta go expect him. It's in here.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Police Officer. Mr. Weevil.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
He's down there.
Mr. Holmes?
Alright, if I leave here, I'm going. Keep. Give me a new aux cord. I'm gonna run that way, stupid. I gotta go down this way. There's no clues around here.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Of course, because I gotta be the one to do it.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see. These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Go inside. Flies came up. Oh, Jesus.
What a terrible way to die.
Is it?
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Harpoon.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Is there something I'm not seeing? I examined his clothes. Okay, maybe that's enough of it. Examining him. Alright, let's examine.
Someone drank from this glass recently. The initials
His girlfriend.
PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. Rum, a sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting. Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Case of the boots has nothing to do with it. I'm assuming
The
he just had
tooth of a
drinks
sperm whale,
with
probably
a
from one
sailor.
of Peter Carey's catches. The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Mr. Holmes?
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack. The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Let's go to the.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Okay, I'm not supposed to talk to you. How am I supposed to figure out what these boots are? This is so buggy.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Okay, so it's not those. Okay, so I did find, okay. Harry's boots don't match the footprints. This means that there was another man at the woodland. The only person I would know that is...
Who could do such a thing?
It won't let me confront her.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Mr. Holmes?
What am I missing?
These footprints appear to be quite large.
So I had to physically examine... That's gay. Am I done now?
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Apparently I'm not. I either gotta talk to him or her. Because everything is in that shack is searched.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
This is different from the first one I played, so it's hard to point to the details. It's hard for me to see it.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. This man is in his 50s. Peter Carey. JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Why can't I open it? Because I feel like this is a clue.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Wow. Okay. Notebook. No gardener. Break-in attempt. Pinned to the wall. Okay. I'm gonna unselect that. Okay. Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming. Oh my god! By forming what? I couldn't read it fast enough, bro. This is more difficult than an ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated.
Ha! Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Well, we figured that out. That was nothing. Make a ambush.
Mr. Holmes?
Jesus Christ, they make this shit more
Well,
harder
Mr.
than the first one.
What do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof. You've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha. So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Now what?
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
The fate of Black Peter. Some evidence requires additional. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep trying to read up. I'm so tired. I'm hungry though.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Here to
All
tell me
my
why you're
fine
breaking into
fellow.
a place.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
He doesn't seem like he did it. Okay, his book was there, but his book fell. If I remember how he said it, it fell after. So could he have dropped it after seeing the dead body?
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you. These are the suspect's belongings. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A handkerchief with the initials J.H.N. From R. Dawson.
To you, my friend and partner. Okay.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what? These abbreviations mean something, but what? And partner, 1883. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Okay, a sharp knife was found on the floor near a blade. Search archives. Dialogue. Search archives. Okay. Is this like the normal one we go to archives and use staff? Lieutenant. Morgue. Maybe it's in here somewhere. It's not. If I've seen this name before, it doesn't mean it's on my being.
Mr. Holmes?
This PlayStation don't have an archive.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Okay. So I have to figure out dialogue, search archives. I can't. Where the fuck is archives though? Unless I'm tweaking, bro. Because if it's not with the evidence, well, staff room.
Locked.
What's staff open? What's down here? fucking morgue. This is the morgue, bro. There's a dead person right here. I don't want to know who you are, but I'm sorry for the loss. It's your family. No one deserves to die. You could leave a dumbass life. You don't deserve to lie.
Locked.
Ain't that somebody? That's a lamp. I'm missing something. Well, of course I can't get the dialogue of the dead man. That wouldn't be so fucking easy, now wouldn't it? It seems I can because it says, okay. Let me check something. Just so that,
These are the suspects.
I know.
These abbreviations mean something. But what?
How am I supposed? Okay, so let's see. Oh,
These are the suspects.
so
A
yeah, I know.
handkerchief. A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
I need the initials R. Dawson, 1883.
Locked.
Okay, how does one unlock the door?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
You keep saying that and not I'm at service.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Can I go up? This is the evidence room. I've been in there. This is the morgue again, isn't it? How do you have a morgue in a police station? You know what? Let's just go in.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
You use an expensive fabric on a worn, you know what? That's like me trying to what does a thin neck have to do with anything?
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Okay. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to have killed by fully piercing a body.
Please let me go. I'm innocent.
I wonder why cops in real life don't do this. Because it probably would take much longer.
Locked.
Of course. But he has me doing his job. How am I supposed to see? Where the fuck is the archives, bro? I'm tired of them telling me this. There's no archives. I'm about to cheat and look up where the archive is in this game. Because I don't see it. But you can't just leave out, because it doesn't tell you to leave out just like that. In the break-in attempts, we made evidence to cover a notebook that had been lying in the pool of victim blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. These footprints appear to be quite large.
In the other one, it will show you how to reenact what he thinks that happened. Watson would be glad to help with the. Okay, I gotta go get Watson. Let's go get Watson. The casebook.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man? Morphologically, I mean.
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Is that a dog? Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing because I was not here.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm meant to... investigate the murder. B. Inspect the crime scene. Okay, did that. John seems unusual. Okay. Watson will be good. Harpoon don't experiment. Okay, so I gotta go to the butcher. Don't feel too great. I keep backing up. Talking about him.
I need to take a harpoon with me.
What did you happen? Oh, here we go. Is that up?
That is not the one I need. 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 That is not the one I need.
Okay.
That is not the one I need.
What?
That is not the one I need.
How?
That is not the one I need. 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 That, 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 that is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is... My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Ring engravement. Okay, I'm stupid.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
I'm so stupid. I'm mad. I need to lose my brain, but I'm tired. Has declared bankrupt as a result of heavy losses in his loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. Liquidation of the company is a pure catastrophe for many Carnell families. Joshua, whatever the fuck that last name is, one of the bankers, has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard a yacht preparing for the departure of Norway and England. He is wanted both by police and creditors. Jesus Christ, why did that took me so long? First of all, before I do that, we gotta go to the butcher to see if he's capable of throwing a 10. Oh wait, I gotta go back to Woodland's place. I need to get a hapui thing. Do I need to deduct anything? Like, what are my clues? Okay. Nope, I don't. I'm so tired. Need a harpoon.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
I'm gonna say there's no way that you're gonna sit here and tell me I need to take the one that's in his body. Okay, we need to go here. We need to see the butcher. My head is itching the fuck off.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise, yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test. Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you... The harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through. Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
This is stupid. That was my fuck up. Well, now just keep doing it.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
I missed the fact that you couldn't run. That filled up the time. Let's investigate this one more time. What happens if the person just grabbed it and launched at him? Like, instead of throwing it, you know what? But he just said this shit for Resident Evil was useless. That's crazy work. Oh shit. I'm on a fast and this makes me tired.
Locked. I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Ship's log from the year 1880. So I'm going back to archives and search for fucking newspaper ships. I'm gonna go with that one, feat of strength. Cause I feel like that he doesn't pin me as a.
This is where I keep my post. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect. Good gracious, you caught someone.
So I wasn't supposed to go here. Ship's log for the year 1883 might put some light on the connection between Peters and. Okay, so where's the log? I don't have a log. But he does. I'm fucking retarded. It's in the fucking. How many times I gotta keep going back and forth to this guy forsaken ass goddamn crime scene, bro? Normal cops don't do this shit. They go like once or twice and they're fucking done. Don't come to New York City, my nigga. The first thing they're gonna tell you is that's none of their business unless you physically fight, pull out a gun in front of them.
1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. Log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. The Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
A wagon might help find crew of the sea. He should be somewhere at Beaker Street. Okay. Oh my god. That shit's crazy.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
That's crazy work. Well, hello. How do I?
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
That's crazy work.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Find a crew to see completed. Meet inspector at Scott. Okay. I could have just ran there.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always. What happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
I doubt.
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
I'm not gonna interrogate him just yet. We need to go back to where are we at? Scotland. We need to go here and here. We're gonna go here to investigate if these are the same shoe size as the ones that is in the I'm not doing this twice. So what we're gonna do is go over to these lovely shoes. Right?
These boots match the footprints exactly.
So your shoes, that means you was here. Your shoes hit. Liam's foot. Liam Hurtley's boots match the footprints at Woodman's Lee, thus providing that he was there. Judith Carey denied that he was there. I should. Let's see if I could talk to her and see why did she lie about him being there. Why is she protecting him? Hey, JC.
Who could do?
Okay, I can't. Okay, so we're gonna go. I keep it's not the same as the other one. So we're gonna go back to Bleecker Street. Then nope. Yeah. We need to search the chemicals.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. This is where I keep my post.
I knew it was
I
one
need
of
to
them.
prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the 3rd one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
What? Skip this shit. Okay, I did. And I'm sorry because that was so. Oof. I did as you asked and hid them well, but I beg you to reconsider. Beg you to reconsider. SW and remember our vows. I have done nothing dishonorable for which you me. That's all I can get out of that. Context, please. Okay, so now I get to go interrogate Lee. He is at Scotland. Now it's great to have the information before going in there because then he'd be hitting me like, "What are you talking about, Brody?" Not exactly Brody, but. Oh, now it's open. Fuckface.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you, but you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see. Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one.
But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Remember that Bible that girl had? I feel like she is his lover. Pants remains. Gardener's hand. He's the gardener.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I observed your hands. They told me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
This is one long ass case. I'm not gonna hold you. Liam Hartley is the tough one. What is he trying to hide? Okay. I have not figured it out, but we're going to. Woodman's Lee. I want Silent Hill too. Okay, so if I'm the tools, where am I at? Because that's the shed. And I don't see no work tools at all in here.
Locked. 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 Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Thank you, madam.
She's lying. Or he's the missing goddamn father.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
There's nothing here. Normally this will like light up something that's near me. Gotcha.
Let us see what is in this box.
Got it. Ooh.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Liam, dear, you have been so good to me all the time. I have known you. I cannot describe these feelings, but I suppose that they are sinful and no good can come from them. I fear what might happen. I fear going against God. I thank you for your care, but I cannot leave the man with whom I have been bonded by God. It is his divine will. Thus my husband is the cross that I must bear. He mistakes my life, living hell, but bruises fade, and you must not worry me. Oh, it's time to talk to little Miss Sunshine.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam.
Okay. Liam loved Judith so desperately that he jealously could have provoked him committing murder. Ooh. Liam heard the relationship with Johnny gives him a motive for there we go. We got motive. I feel bad for Shorty though. Let's go back to my archives. I'm gonna go to Bleak.
Careful, James. Don't even trust your own shadow right now. I'm telling you. I've seen this shit before. Why won't they help me? Why do they keep me in here with them? Let me out.
My bad, I wasn't paying attention.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Newspapers.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Did he come back?
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you...
But why you look like that? Are you infatuated with the girl across the street, Holmes?
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
Going back to... I keep getting them mixed up, my dyslexic guys. That's a position of once or twice.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I'm not saying another word.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
CPR is on that paper. We need to go back. Everything that we're looking for is here.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected. Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however. These are the suspect's belongings. A pen, nothing unusual about it.
I'm not saying
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belong to my family, but I could not find them there.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
I'm not saying another word.
I ain't mean to do that. I don't need you to talk to me. I need to see what I need to do that. Investigate the murder of Peter. That's what I'm doing. Investigate crime scene. Yeah, but what about... The break-in attempts were made in order to recover a notebook that has been lying in the pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of this person. Okay. What? Damn. Hartley is guilty. Liam Hartley murdered Peter Carey. The motive was jealousy and his love for Carey's wife. Liam has been found guilty of the murder of. He must be punished by the law in all. Okay. Figure. Liam's mind was clouded by his love for Judith. Crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer to the law of what. Choose. Continue this. Oh my god. So if I pick, I don't. Is it a crime of passion though? She asked him for those letters back. She asked for. I don't think it's a crime of passion because, okay, but it could have. But he got those letters before He could have killed her. And I guess telling him to give it back could have set him off. But undenying love, I'm sorry, I can't. He either way has to be. I'm doing it. That's not, no.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
It was Liam Hurtley.
That doesn't surprise me. I've never seen a guiltier-looking fellow.
He was in love with Judith Carey. It caused a conflict that proved fatal for her husband.
I see. Come on now, let us confront him.
Liam Hurtley, you are formally accused of the murder of Peter Carey. We are aware that you were in love with Carey's wife. He was a violent and irascible man. He needed to be eliminated. You had no qualms.
But that's absurd. I'm innocent.
Well, we caught you, lad.
The case is resolved, Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
Yeah, murder. Hide. Choose another ending. I don't know. If it gives you a chance to go back. If not, then I'll have to stick with contact clues. My consequences. Okay, let's do this. I'm trying to make it to where nothing is giving me that he's, even if I try to give him that he's innocent, like there's nothing that's helping me get right here. Everything points to him being guilty. Everything points to him being guilty. I'm sorry, that's the only outcome I have. I choose my own choice. I try to see if there's a different ending, and if it is, there's clues I'm not finding.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me.
It was
That
he.
I said.
Liam Hurtley. You are he was a violent.
But that's absurd. I'm innocent.
Well, we caught you, lad.
The case is resolved.
Very well, Mr.
I accept my decision. You are about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another moral choice. Press yes if you agree that the choice you made and you are ready to start a new chapter. Personal ranking, Justice Seeker. My rating is a Justice Seeker. My personality ranking, by the way. But, by that being said, I am off this. This is Ryder Gaming out. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.